Greetings, petrolheads! Welcome back to Automation, the car company tycoon game. So last time we built a 1984 rally car, and since this is the race car, basically, we need a road version of it as well. Now, obviously, the changes to this thing need to start in the engine bay, because like nobody would drive an engine like this on the road. Not because it's too powerful. Like there have been very powerful cars in 1984. Actually, what was the most powerful car in 1984? Now that I think about it. But in any case, like what needs to change is the way that this turbo works, the way that this spools up. And you know, 1.9 bars of boost in the road car is maybe a little bit much. So let's crank that down to 1 bar and reduce the compressor size. Also, we need to make sure that we reduce the cam profile. This is a very weird torque curve, but it mainly has to do with the fact that we have way too much RPM right now. Also, no race intake. Let's go with standard intake for the road car. 303 horsepower. $287. Okay, now we can go a little bit higher on the compression. Regular fuel is all we get. Also, we don't need as much quality everywhere. Actually, we only have this much quality on the engine head, which might not be the worst thing because we're still making valve float. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep that. 90.8. Oh yeah, we need to lean this thing out a little bit, I guess. Otherwise, economy is just gonna be horrible. Then again, it's the 80s. Like, economy isn't that much of a concern just yet. If we reduce the size, 300 horsepower flat. Yeah, sure, but we will fit mufflers on this one at least. 303 horsepower is certainly enough to get you moving. Yeah, drivability just went up by quite a lot. We will increase the potential top speed. And for the road, I'm gonna fit a limited slip differential rather than a locking differential, which we need if we wanna race off-road, like on gravel and stuff. But on the road, don't really need that. Also, how is our acceleration time if we do this? Still 4.5. See, that is something we couldn't do with the race turbo engine, because like the turbo spooled up way too late, and we would lose acceleration time by getting to the point where it has its max boost in first gear. However, on this one, it's totally fine. It's much better. Also, the power distribution is going to be slightly different here. Yeah, we're now making less wheel spin. And let's see with that 40 to 60, like around numbers, and just it's good. Also, for the road, let's give it some sports tires. Yeah, more drivability, more sportiness, less comfort. Okay, well, maybe some slightly wider tires as well. did give us more drivability than with the narrower tires. And also, were alloy rims a thing in the 80s? I'm just gonna stick with steel. The brakes are, I think they're fine on the tray. Like for the road, we could use a fully clad one. It does give us more drivability and sport, and has also a higher top speed and slightly better fuel economy. Like fuel economy is still like absolutely horrible because we are running the engine so rich that this thing uses more than a freaking big block pushrod V8 at this point. Top speed is where it should be. Slightly shorter gearing perhaps. There we go. Now interior. Buff this up, give it a standard 8-track, give it no, I think I'm gonna stick with 2 seats. Give it a sport interior at the very least. In an advanced safety, here I think we did some tuning, which is still pretty fine. Now we get rid of the bottoming out, and drivability is up from like what, 8 or something to 19.2. So that's gonna be useful. What does this do around the effort track? $125.25. That's actually not that bad at all. Oh yeah, and also on this trim we might as well, you know, get rid of some of the silly bits of the rally car. Like this, for example. Or, I want to keep the wing. Maybe make it smaller for the road car, like that. And then what do I do about this front bumper? Just make everything a little bit smaller. No, first of all, I'm gonna give this thing number plates, you know, to show everyone that this is actually a road legal car. Right. Other than that, I don't think I want to change anything about the aesthetics. And right. Are we still making enough cooling? Yeah, more than enough. We can reduce this a little bit more. $229 kilometers an hour projected top speed. 230. That's a nice number to achieve. $4.6. We can't get back to 4.5 apparently. Yeah, because we added some weight on the interior. That is... Also, do we want power steering? No, I think it should feel like a rally car, at least somewhat. and therefore I don't think I'm gonna go with power steering. But the economy is just horrible. Can you do anything to sort of keep this power level, but also make this thing way leaner? I mean, of course we can if we just increase compressor and turbine size, but that'll also make the turbo kick in a lot later. You know what I think? I think we just say fuck it, nobody's gonna drive this every day anyway. So why would we care about economy? This is just for showing off and just for having a blast. Just for having a blast occasionally, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun car. Let's see what this does over the quarter mile. This thing likes spitting flames, it seems. 13.34 seconds. It's actually pretty good for a 300 horsepower engine. I mean, usually 13.34. Just for comparison, the Mercedes A45 AMG does it in 13.1. So this is only 2 times behind that. And that AMG is really, really fast. Effort track. I think we should I think we should tune this thing a little bit for this track. 125.06. Let's see. That gives us 19 drivability, which is fine. We do have a little bit of brake fade now because we added weight. Well, that is not... Okay, good. Actually not good, because it did lower our drivability, sportiness, comfort, and prestige. So if I get rid of the brake fade, it makes it less drivable. That's surprising. You know what? You know what we could do? We could go back here and then go with vented discs and, you know, 2 pistons on the rear. That's really good. That really gave us some more drivability. Holy fuck! I did not expect the brakes to make this much of a difference in drivability. We went from like, what? 18.9 to 24.9. That's a big difference. Now I can also tune this. That is probably what made this car kind of understeer on the braking, and that it did quite a lot. So yeah, you know, that might be why the drivability was so low. But oh my god, now we're up to 26 drivability as opposed to the race car's 8 point something. Alright. Anything else we need to take care of? Because we already said like fuck fuel economy. How fast is this around the effort track now? Because now we have less weight, more drivability, and more sportiness. I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting a little bit of a faster time. a little bit more of a difference. You know, it's only 0.2 of a second. But you know, it's still 2 times faster than it was before. In any case, how can we help out the drivability some more? Power steering. I don't want to go for it though. Engine minus. So we're having a sportiness penalty for the engine and a drivability penalty for the engine. That's not a position where you want to be. Brake balance. Total expense per car is just 10,000, or a little bit above. It's actually not that bad at all. Yeah, but it's for a medium two-sized company, which at this point in time in 1984 were not. We're more of a small two or something. 10,583. We should also change the factory size for the other trim, but this is really the road version. Let's see, that is the economy on this thing is just even worse. This is absolutely ridiculous fuel economy. Detail stat. Oh, small too. Good. This costs just 8,291 to produce one of these rally cars. Sign me up. Yeah, this is way more expensive. So how much does this sell for? 23,800 in today's money. Track premium sport budget. Let's go up to like a 15% markup, because we can't really expect. Not only is this our first road car in like almost 30 years, also we can't expect to sell very many of these, so we need to make profit off of the ones we sell. Therefore, plus a 15% markup is, I think, relatively reasonable. And it does have pretty good stats. I really wasn't expecting the brakes to make this much of a difference, but I'm happy they did. So, right, leave me your feedback in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave a like or subscribe to my channel if you did. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.